These three men are facing the death penalty in Bahrain. Ali Al-Tawil, Ali Al-Sankis and Abdul Aziz were sentenced by a military court in April of this year. They're accused of killing two policemen. Their lawyers say that no DNA or fingerprint evidence exists to link them to the crime. This meeting in the British House of Lords was held to highlight the injustices being faced by criminal suspects in Bahrain.
There are many people who have been killed. There are people who are under arrest. They're going through military courts. There are families who have suffered because their families, just for protesting, peaceful protesters, have been shot dead. And obviously, we want to know why the international community is silent over this.
There have been concerns for some time over the way that anti-government protesters are being prosecuted in the country. Human rights groups believe that suspects are made to confess to crimes under torture. They're tried by military rather than civilian courts, often behind closed doors, and they're refused adequate time to prepare their defence with a lawyer.
Particularly the use of military trials since the emergency legislation was brought into place is contrary to Bahrain's obligations under international law. Redress's position would be that such military trials are never acceptable against civilians.
The threat of death made to convicted criminals has been criticised by governments and charities. A British Foreign Office spokesperson said the death sentence undermines human dignity and that any miscarriages of justice are irreversible and irreparable. But despite the British government's condemnation of violence by both Bahraini forces and protesters, they've maintained a good relationship with the country. In recent months, the Crown Prince of Bahrain has visited Prime Minister David Cameron at his Downing Street home. And Bahraini delegates attended an arms trade fair in London, which was backed by the British government. What Bahraini justice campaigners want is the same global condemnation of Bahrain that was given to countries like Libya and Egypt. But they believe that with American and Saudi interests protecting the country, Bahrain will remain relatively untouched by the West. Steve McCall, Press TV, London.